In New Zealand, there are old rental properties that landlords are providing, which are characterised as having inadequate heating and poor insulation. Poor insulation can make a home feel cold and damp. Dampness can lead to mold growth and as a result can lead to respiratory symptoms. A cold and damp home would encourage tenants to seek new rentals, and with this in mind, new tenants can suffer the same consequence. Tenancy Services has been trying to encourage landlords to be responsible for providing their rental properties adequate insulation. Landlords have until 1st of July 2019 to have their rental homes meet the minimum ceiling and underfloor insulation standards. Otherwise, they will be liable to face the penalty of up to $4,000. Insulation installed in a rental property will help the property warm and dry, making it easier for tenants to heat. Warm and dry rental homes will help keep tenants avoid experiencing allergies and skin irritations, as well as aggravated asthma, especially during the winter period. Living in a warmer environment can reduce less physiological stress, especially on elderly tenants and families with young kids. There have been case studies where a refugee family has been staying in a rental home with black mold growing on walls and wet carpets, inadequate heating, and poor insulation. The family of 6 children had a 4-month-old baby that was regularly in a hospital with respiratory symptoms. The family moved into this house and as the benefits given to them by the New Zealand government was not enough for them to avoid moving into a decent home. So in conclusion, insulation future-proofs the home by preventing health issues for future potential tenants.
According to a research conducted by a non-profit institute, they have found that the Warm Up New Zealand program had a 6-to-1 benefit to cost ratio, which means that every dollar spent in insulation with a $6 of benefits in return. Health factor is the major benefit from increasing insulation in homes for keeping the house warm and dry. Poorly insulated houses lead to many health issues such as asthma, bronchitis, rheumatic fever, and infectious skin disease. The Children's Commission recent report into childproofly highlighted the need for properties to be well insulated. One of the benefits of increasing insulation in homes that is good for the children's health. If houses are warmer, children are more likely to go to school and less likely to get sick because of the children are still very young and hence they are not always strong enough to fight against the bacteria and get sick easily. Especially for the flu season, children have a high chance of getting flu without staying warm and the bacteria will pass on to other kids at school. This will bring negative impacts on other perspectives, include student attendance rate, teaching quality by teachers, parents' working performance, and increasing medical bills, and so on. It is very important for insulation at homes to keep the house warmer and stay the kids away from sickness.
As mentioned by my mate Rachel, having a home well insulated will not only provide a longer warm shelter, but also a warm shelter will stay much drier too. As a damp house will encourage a lot of bad things such as a mildew to live in, and mold will start to grow as well. And this will bring a lot of health problems to the people living in, especially for the elderly and for those who had been hospitalized with some illness. Every home needs to have a good insulation, not only because it can create a warm and dry atmosphere, but also allow to create as much space as possible to spread out around the house rather than having a crowd in the same room. It's important to have more warm rooms and more sleeping spaces available, as this will reduce the risk of having germs such as strep throat, which later can lead to rheumatic fever, and this is one of the most likely spreading germs. This will affect children and elderly people, or even some people who had been hospitalized with some illness, as they will have a weaker immune system compared to those young adults or adults in the middle age group. Therefore, a well-insulated home is important to ensure for a better health and had a much better life expectancy because the people will have a warmer and drier home. In other words, insulation in houses will bring greater benefits in saving, especially in energy bills and medical bills, and nothing will be more important than health, as without health, there will be nothing except illness, and this means there will be loss of time in our life and will not allow us to do anything that we want to.